thought this was going to be a quick last question because this is going to take a long time.
I said I was going to try.
Yeah, dude, a lot. And, it's easy to say a lot, but Ricky, to me, is the personification of a babyface because he was 5'10", right? A 200-pound guy, very undersized, didn't have a great body, but people believed in him. They believed in him, and they believed in him because he knew when to fight back. He knew how to throw hands. He didn't just go do, flips and high spots and all these things, because at the end of the day, you got to make the people believe in you. You got to make them believe that, one, you can kick ass, but two, you can come back, and he was the greatest seller because there were times where you couldn't tell if it was real or if he was working. He knew when to throw a one right punch, and then he would go back down, right? And instead of standing there face to face and trading back and forth, he knew when to throw one right hand and sell right back down. And when that heel would come back to him, he'd fire one more off, and the people started to believe in him, right? And so those facials and that body language, those are the things that you can get from Ricky Morton. And those are the, and timing and ring presence and knowing when to stop and just sell. All you have to do is sell. That's one thing that's lost. People think they know what selling is. Wrestlers think they know what selling is, and they think they're selling in the moment. But no, not no. It is almost, it's cliche to say, it's almost a lost art now. But Ricky's got it. He's got it down pat now. We had a match with those guys in January of 2022. I don't know if you've ever seen that on YouTube. It is one of my
big time wrestling.
Big time wrestling, yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite matches I've had, one of the matches I'm most proud of, because we were in the back, and this is getting inside baseball, and I hate doing that, but it's almost 2025, and, the genie's out of the bottle or whatever. But I told Ricky and Robert, Ricky said, "Hey, how old's your dad?" And I said, "My dad's 60 at the time. My dad was 64.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, I'm 66. I think that's what he said. He said, "So I'm 2 years older than your dad, so you're going to take it easy on me." I said, "Ricky, with all due respect, you're wrestling with FTR tonight. You're going to have to step up for us." And I told both of them, I said, "I respect you guys, but I know Rock and Roll Express better than you know Rock and Roll Express, because I'm the biggest mark in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trust us and let us call this match." We had the finish called in the back, and everything else they allowed us to call out in the ring, and we wrestled for 22 minutes. And it was a match that I am so proud of, because obviously the guys are in the twilight of their career, and we gave them, I would like to say, we gave them the best match they've had since working with the Midnight Express at oh my God, what pay-per-view was that for WCW? In 1990, whatever that was. I feel like we gave them their best tag team match since then. And I was very, very proud of that. Ricky is someone that deserves to be a millionaire in our business. He's someone that deserves to have a job in our business right now, because he's so great and so smart and could teach so many people so many things. And if it's up to me, I'll make sure he's taken care of.
I don't know what else you could say about him. I think you put him over pretty well, and I thought that was a pretty short answer. I could have asked you about Bret Hart.
Oh, well, let's go. That time, bro.
We're going Broadway for that one.
Yeah, yeah. Brett's I don't know. We text once a week or whatever, and he's there's nobody like Bret. There's a reason why the style of matches he had is still relevant today, even though it doesn't match up to the style of wrestling today, but it's still matches that people gravitate towards, and they feel something. He's a master, dude. The greatest ever.